What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotic, bringing you our Week 9 battle for the UPBA. We are sitting here with 2 more weeks to go. We currently only have 1 loss under our belt, which is insane. We have now gone 7 consecutive weeks with a W, and that's amazing considering the fact that we basically come from a week where we really didn't have our best, and we've just been really good since then, which is awesome. We are currently 7-1 plus 26. Second closest, there's one other coach with 7 wins, but their differential is 12. That's it. However, the team that beat us is sitting in 4th place, Sven and the Stockholm City Kinglers, and then the team that we're playing today, Q and the Chicago Dragapults, is 6-3, or whatever that is. I don't think that record's right, but I think his last week got a forfeit win or something like that. But still, he is essentially just 1 game behind us, and he has a chance to overtake us here. But I don't want to go all out, because we basically guaranteed ourselves at least a top 5 record, more than likely based on our differential, unless we lose 6-0 all the last 2 weeks. Even if we lose 6-0 the last 2 weeks, we'll still be plus 14, which would mean that Sven would have to 6-0 his final week to be able to tie us and then overtake us. So as long as we get 1 kill in these last 2 weeks, we'll finish with the top 4 record, which is amazing. That's what we really want to do at this point, because then we can just focus all of our efforts into the playoffs. So these last 2 weeks, I'm not going to go all out. It's just not going to happen. But we are going to give you some good games, ideally. So our team today against Q is a B team. So let's go ahead and jump into the matchup. The matchup is as follows. He's got Valandris, he's got Kartana, Como, which I can't remember if you can use or not use Clangorous Soul. I'll be honest, I really don't remember. I believe it cannot. Yeah, it's non-Clangorous Soul, which is good to know, but it's still a threat nonetheless with a defensive set or a Swords Dance set, Dragon Dance set, Throw Spray set with Clangorous Soul or Clangorous Scale, whatever it's called. There's a Rotom Heat, which is kind of annoying, outspeeds a lot of my team. Suicune, super annoying. Poltergeist is but can be very threatening considering my Dark type is Zarude, and its matchup here is not that great, and that's my only real answer to it. I do have a good normal type, which is nice though. There's a Scavalier. It's scary, but not super scary because I have Cinderace, I have Heat Wave potentially on Necrozma. I can really break it down a lot with my team. It's just going to force a lot of switches for me. Vanillix, big threat to me with Freeze Dry or Blizzard. Problem is, it wants to be Specs, it wants to be Scarf, it wants to be Boots. There's a lot of different abilities that it wants to have, and it just doesn't have the ability to run all of them, and that's good for us. There's the Cincino, which again, speed tier wise is pretty good. Outspeeds everything on my team outside of the Cinderace. There's a Xatu for Magic Bounce, and there's a Skuntank as his Dark type and Grounded Poison type. So I'm feeling decent about this matchup. Not the best, but decent, and I think overall my team is still just really solid in terms of what we have, even though it's not the best team in the world for this kind of game. So let's jump into it, starting off with our very first mon. It is going to be our Tapu Fini Aquaria here. Aquaria is running max speed to speed tie the Como, speed tie the Suicune. It underspeeds the Rotom by max speed Rotom rather by 1 point. So if we know what outspeeds us, we know it's a super offensive or speedy Rotom at least. And it's just good knowledge to have. At the same time, it forces the Landorus to creep me, and if it doesn't creep me, it's going to take a Surf, which will do like 85+% to it, which is awesome. Moonblast, very good damage as well. Hits the Como, hits the Suicune, hits the, what else is there? What else resists water? Well, that's really it. The Kartana as well, but Kartana's a Kartana, and it's going to take a big chunk. At the same time, Kartana's like the biggest threat to my team right now, so I kind of want to be careful with how I play around it, but I do have options to defend against. I have multiple of them. A couple of them just aren't coming to this week, or I'm not bringing that same set. I am bringing 1 monster, my general check to Kartana, and I don't think it's a terrible check at all. But let's go ahead and jump into that Pokemon, which is actually going to be our next mon, Ouroboros, the Zygarde. Zygarde's running leftovers this week, 1000 Arrows, Core Enforcer, Pain Split, and Glare. This is my answer to Kartana this week. Not the best answer on my team, but definitely is an answer nonetheless. We take 2 Jolly Good Life Orb Kartana's Leaf Blades from full after Rocks and Leftovers. We take 3 Jolly Landorus Earthquakes after Rocks and Leftovers. And we take Modest Clanging Scales from the Como after Rocks on top of that. The rest I put into my attack. We have speed here for just like a bunch of random creeping creepers. You know, the speed creeping meme is available again. That's really what the whole point is. Pain Split for recovery, duh. Core Enforce is there because it hits the Como for really good damage, but at the same time, it also just breaks a substitute on Kartana. It does more damage than basically everything that I have access to outside of like Scorching Sands, which is just not great in this matchup because you're gonna see I don't want to burn things. I don't want to do that at all. So I feel pretty good about having this moveset here. Not the best, but nonetheless, it's just a good solid move set of choice. That's what I want to say. Our next mon is going to be Sunderace, the Cinderace with Pyro Ball, Super Fang, Port Change, and a U-turn. Originally, I had Zen Headbutt on this for Como, but I think Defensive Como could be coming, and if it does come, I only do like 30% minimum to Defensive Como with Zen Headbutt, which is not as much as I want to do, considering it's probably going to be Rocky Helmet or Leftovers. Super Fang is nice because I get 50% chip on basically everything. It's good for chipping in a Suicune or a Como or a Rotom, which are going to be the main answers to the Cinderace, even I guess Landorus. But basically, as long as I chip those 4 mons down, I'm in a pretty good position because that's kind of the game plan for this week. Chip down those 4 mons to be able to get in and win with my next mon. Pyro Ball's still really good. It's blocked by Bulletproof on the Como. U-turn for Momentum, obviously. Core Change because I'm not bringing rocks this week. And I think his rockers in Landorus and Como are really solid and can just get up rocks basically whenever they want to against me, and I can just core change them back. That way he's gonna have to worry about potentially being boots on the Rotom. He's gonna take chip damage on everything and have to worry about being, well, not being sashed on anything else, which is just good general knowledge to have. In terms of speed, we have speed on this set for the Cinccino, and we're boots for the Stealth Rock, and basically the whole thing is we just want to weaken the Suicune, Landorus, Rotom, and of course the Landorus. Or I said Landorus already. Suicune, Landorus, Rotom, and what else did I say? Como. That's the one. There we go. Moving on to our next mon, it is going to be our Necrozma here. Photon Geyser, Heat Wave, Calm Mind, the Totemize with the Weakness Policy. Weakness Policy is meant to kind of cast something like the, I guess the knockoff or the, what's the word, X-Scissor from Kartana. It catches the U-turn or knockoff from the Landorus. It catches a Ghost Move from Poltegeist, catches a Mega Horn or something from the, can't think of the name of that Pokemon, Escavalier. It catches also U-turn or knockoff from Cinccino. Basically, all these moves are like support moves, unless they're like the underrated threats. It also helps me out because in case he goes for like an offensive Skuntank, Dark Pulse is an option there. I want to be careful around it though, because Eagerman Corrosive Gas could just get rid of my Weakness Policy, which is not the best option of course. But in terms of speed on this set, I have speed on this for a +2 so we can outspeed a Scarf Kartana, Creeping Zarude. That's really it. I didn't really need anything else. I went Modest just for max attack. This isn't the best that I could run, but it's an option here that does do a lot of work. And if I need to change it up, I can do that in a rematch potentially really well, I think. I'm pretty happy if I can do that. Our next mon though is going to be Killua the Thunderous. We're running Thunderbolt with Subtoxic Protect. You guys know it, you guys love it. It is an amazing set this week. Outside of course, the Landorus. This is only immunity to electric attacks, and the only Pokemon that really doesn't appreciate being toxic, or that is okay with being toxic rather, is like Escavalier, obviously, because it's immune, and Kartana, but like Kartana's gonna take a huge chunk of damage from the Thunderbolt, and then Suicune, because Suicune usually runs like a Rest Talk set. But if I can just Thunderbolt that thing, I'll be able to 2 KO it pretty much no matter what. That's why we have the Thunderbolt on this instead of something like a way to hit the Landorus, and like a Psychic maybe, because I don't expect him to bring Skuntank, but just in case it does, we would have an option to hit it right now with the Thunderbolt. I think Thunderbolt in general is just a little bit better in this matchup. What do we have speed for? Well, we have speed for the Landorus. Subtoxic Protect is pretty cool, like I said, and the special attack that we have on the set always allows us to 2 KO a max special defense Suicune from full, as long as it's not like Leftovers or something. It could be, if it's Rocky Helmet, we'll get the KO on it, but yeah, that's just basically something. And then our final mon is going to be our Type Null here. Type Null Caged is able to take 2 modest Specs Vanillix Blizzards. We take 3 Landorus's Jolly Earthquakes, and Roar is there to stop setup on Suicune. It's also there to basically help us out with a Como, because Como could be either Bulletproof to be able to take hits from the Cinderace, it could be Soundproof to stop Roars, but either way, we have Icy Wind for it, so it cannot set up its speed, which is really the big thing, because if it's able to outspeed my Tapu Fini or my Necrozma, that's when we start getting to an issue, or even my Zygarde, that's where we get to the big issue. So if I Icy Wind, I can stop it from being able to just set up its speed against me, and we can beat it down that way, which is something nice to have. In general, it's just a good pivot for us here. Type Null has been pretty good for me in the past few mocks and games and the leagues that I've had it in. Hasn't been amazing, but it's just been decent. It's been a pivot for me, and that's exactly what I need to do. And even without the Eviolite, it's still pretty damn bulky, and the good news is I just can't be crit, which I really do like. In terms of knockoff though, he has quite a few knockoff users though. He's got the Landorus, he's got the Kartana, he's got the Escavalier, he's got the Cinccino, he's got Corrosive Gas on the Skuntank. There's quite a few options, so as long as we can keep our Eviolite intact, we should be able to take basically anything we want, because we're not running any recovery this week, which is not the best. But guys, that is going to be our team for this week's battle. In terms of secret word of the day, we're going to say lasagna. We had lasagna for dinner tonight, which is super cool, because I haven't had lasagna in a long time, so I can't wait to see your comments down below, of course, and comment the secret word of the day. Show me your real MVP who watches the team as well. Guys, let's do it. It is week 9 for the UPBA. It is time to battle. All right, everyone, welcome back to the battle. Taking a look at it, he ends up bringing Landorus, Kartana, Como-o. He ends up bringing as well the Suicune, and what else is there? Cinccino and the Vanillux. Alrighty, let's figure out what do we want to lead off with here. Looking at this, what do I want to lead off with? In my mocks, I led off with Aquaria, I believe, which is not a bad lead. I think I led off also with Cage. I know I left with Cage instead, which is not bad. I can lead off with Aquaria. I think that's pretty decent. Helps out in case he goes for rocks than anything. So I think I want to do that. If he leads off with anything else, he leads off with some. I mean, do I want to do that? I think I'll lead off with Sunderace here is what I do. Because if he ends up leading with something else, then fine. I can handle. I outspeed everything first of all, which is nice. If he leads off with Suicune or with Landorus or with Como, I can just U-turn out. Alright, so let's figure out. Let's make sure I have my team all set in the calc. I have an old team set in the calc still, so let's erase this. Let's grab our new one. Alright. Import. What does he lead off with? He leads off with Landorus. Unfortunate. Okay, so Cinderace. Oops, let's make sure I'm doing the right calcs here. Okay. So Cinderace against Landorus. I don't believe there's anything I can do to take the hit. I think he goes for a... I think he goes for a U-turn, if anything, to be honest. I'm pretty confident he goes for a U-turn. I can Super Fang here. I'm going to Super Fang. So he's not Scarfed. We miss. Oh, we connect. Good. Thank God we connect. I'll take it. He just U-turns out. Beautiful. That's what we want to see. 159 down to 144 is what? That's 45 points of health on the U-turn. Let's take a look and see if this gives us any information. Is he Choice Band? Is he Choice Band? Unless I misread my calc. Unless I misread what... I'm going to double check to see what exactly he has. Because all my gifts are all messed up right now. I don't know why they're all jacked up. Nope, wrong one. There we go. Let's see, what does he bring in? He brings in the Cincino here. So this could definitely be Scarfed. 114 is what we're at. So... 28%. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Choice Band here. Pretty confident that's Choice Band. Alright. Gonna go for a... If you go for Kale Slap, do I really hate that? Like, I gotta go into Null here, and I think I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna go hard into Null. On the expected Tail Slap. If he knocks off, he knockoffs. Alright. What's he gonna go for here? Tail Slap. I did 13 points of health. Okay. So, let's take a look. Did he reveal Life Orb there? He did not. Cincino. Tail Slap against Cage. That makes sense. So here the question is, do I U-turn, do I roar, do I Icy Wind? What am I going for here? Well, I'm pretty sure he's Scarfed, based on the way he played that. So I can just go for a Toxic pretty freely as well. What would he go into? Maybe he goes into Suicune. I think it is U-turn. I think it is U-turn here. Okay, so he's not Scarfed. That's good knowledge to have. That's good knowledge to have. You know what's crazy? If he's King's Rock and he gets a chance to flinch me here, that'd be crazy. Cahoots! In comes the Como. We'll find out right now if this is Helmet. It is Rocky Helmet, so it's defensive. Or I say defensive loosely, but you guys know what I mean. Do I go into Necrozma here? I think I just go Aquaria. Alright. So Moonblast has one resist and it's a Kartana. Kind of wishing I was Specs now, but not the end of the world. We'll just go for the Moonblast here. Let's beat everything on the team except for the Kartana and the Landorus. So we know he's defensive on the Como, which is good knowledge to have. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the knowledge that we just find out it's defensive right off the bat. Because now it means we can pretty much go hard out of Cinderace into whatever threat we want. Most likely going to be the Tapu Fini here. Just switches out. Ice Cream. Okay. If this thing is Choice Scarfed, I take the attack. Take a look at the damage first before I do anything else. Under half, wow. Thought I'd be doing more than that, okay. What is this thing called? Vanillux. Against our Tapu Fini. That's a roll for, wow. This may or may not be Specs or Scarf. I don't know if it is. And I think I just switch out, and I'm going to go hard into Cinderace here. Unfortunately, I think that's just what I do. And I kind of need to keep Cinderace healthy for Kartana. But I just got to do it. Aurora Veil instead, okay. Good knowledge. That's good knowledge. I wonder if Court Change gives me Aurora Veil. Court Change Pokemon. Reflect. This affects barriers like Reflect. Bro, that's disgusting. Give me the Court Change. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get the screens right now. Let's see if it worked. If this works, that's gonna be stupid. In comes Cahoots, back into the Como he goes. Maybe he's Overcoat. Give me them screens. Please tell me this worked. I didn't just waste a turn. I really hope this worked. Let's go! Let's go! Oh, that's awesome. Let's go into Aquaria here. That's so cool. That is so cool. I didn't know I could do that. He's gonna get up his rocks here most likely. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not super mad at it. Thunderous isn't boots, obviously, but I can just wait until screens wear off before I just go for a, well, attack. Oh, is he not? He's Overcoat. He's not taking Hail Chip, is he? He's not taking Hail Chip, he's Overcoat. 100%. And I can Moonblast. If I didn't have to worry about Toxic right now, I would have Calm Minded. Wow. That is an interesting tech, and I will take it. I will take it. Switches out. Uber. In comes the Suicune. Okay, on this I have to unfortunately set up a taunt on it first. That is priority numero uno. We taunt, we Calm Mind, we go from there. Special attack drop, I'll take it. Now stops. So unless if he speed ties me, then we know he's max speed. Let's fire off that taunt over here. And I think we revealed that he's Light Clay, or Light Clay on the Vanilla. No Roar, baby! Oh, okay, I don't think he's, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's not, Aurora anymore, never mind that. Okay, I can set up a Calm Mind here. Is that what I want to do? I will do it. I'll go for a Calm Mind. It'll weaken the damage he does against me. And he just switches out. What is he going to? Combat Pat. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Tapu Fini against Kartana. Level 50. Replay just messes me up. Unfortunately, that's a thing. And we gotta switch out and play around it. So in comes Ouroboros. In comes Ouroboros. What do we expect him to go into, though, on this switch? Como, potentially? Leaf Blade. We'll gauge the damage here. 196. Oh my god, he crit me. I took 2 of those. Is that Choice Banded? He just Choice Banded crit me. That's so bad. That is so bad. What do I sack off? I kind of think I sack off Null here, which is really sad. Wow, that crit sucks, man. That crit sucks. Choice Band to Leaf Blade. Okay. Card gets the +1, and Null is the first death of the game. We go into Cinderace here. You're pretty confident that he switches out. My question though is, do I hard switch into... Do I hard switch into the Tapu Fini here? I can core change to give him rocks, and he has to deal with them as well, that means. That's something, I guess. I could Super Fang the Como-O, but I'm taking more chip on Cinderace, which I don't want to do. I'll just Super Fang here. I don't think he stays in. Yeah. So right now what I have to do is I have to hopefully be able to get to +2 with my Necrozma. Just doing that in general puts me in a really good spot. So we go hard into Aquaria here. If this man doubles into Kartana, he doubles into Kartana, and he's got me. I just sack off the Zygarde and go again. Because again, this thing is Overcoat. So if we have Como-O versus Cinderace, he's max defense, max HP. We do with Pyro Ball. 15 to 19, that's nothing. He's nothing. Let's see. Poison Jab. It shouldn't do too much to me. 134. Oh my god, is that another crit? Not another crit, wow. That just did a shit ton. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, well, it's okay. We just go for a Moonblast here. Based on that damage, that's not right on the damage there, I don't think. Poison Jab against... Okay, good. We outsped it. Nice. 37 to 45 with no investment. Sack off Zygarde. We go into Cinderace. So where's the mon he's missing now? It is the Como. Como's gone. In comes Paper Cut, Combat Pat. Call it Paper Cut because that's the name of the calc. We go hard into Ouroboros. It's going to be a kill for kill type of thing here. Which sucks, but what are you going to do? Leaf Blades again. Now get the KO, so down goes Zygarde here. Okay. +1. +1/+1 in reality. And we go into... Where is Cinderace? There's Cinderace. And on this I can Pyro Ball once more. So we're going to Pyro Ball here. He goes Suicune. Pretty clear. But that's exactly what he does. But I'm not, like, against that. I just have to make sure I don't just lose this thing right out the gate. He might not think, based on the fact that he's taking this long, he might not think I have Pyro Ball or something, or might not go for it. But there's no reason for him not to go Suicune. He has to go it here, because if he loses Kartana, I think he loses the game. I still can't believe we managed to court change what is the word? Screens. I still can't believe we did that. Switches out. Fine. Suicune comes in, right? Yep, Uber is Suicune. So we just U-turn out here, and we probably go hard into Tapu Fini. Yeah, it's such big damage there. Alright. Next time I'm just going to court change. So I don't have to deal with rocks anymore for the game. We're going to U-turn out here. He's going to go for a Scald. The second I lose Cinderace, I lose to Kartana. So I'm pretty sure that Thundurus against Kartana, we don't beat it 1v1. Like Choice Band Kartana, we're not going to do what we want to do. Choice Band Leaf Blade at plus... Choice Band Leaf Blade at +1 actually does not KO, which is good knowledge to have. I mean, it does after rocks, but Choice Band +1 Jolly does KO after rocks. There's Roars. What is he Roars into? If he Roars into Thundy, okay, he goes back into Cinderace. Which, like, that's fine, I guess. How much do we do back with Thunderbolt? I don't think we do 67 to 79. So once we go back-to-back weeks with a full para, then we're kind of messed up. I'm going to go for the core change here. If he switches out, if he scalds us here, but I'm going to go for the core change. So he's going to deal with rocks and not us. Okay, Scald comes out. Hydro Pump. Bro, Hydro Pump? That's going to be game here, unfortunately. Hydro Pump Suicune. For what reason? Okay, this game doesn't matter to us. We're already clinched the playoffs. I'm not, like, freaking out about it at all. I can go Void here and Geyser. I can go Aquaria. I think Aquaria is the play, though. I think Aquaria is the play. How much does Kartana do to Necrozma? So, +1... Leaf Blade never KOs me. Or neutral Leaf Blade, rather, because he's banded. Never KOs me. And here I will Moonblast. This game, funnily enough, is not over. Switches out. Into Kartana he goes. Ice Cream. Get them hazards. And we're going to get the KO here. Yeah. He just goes not across, what am I saying? Kartana, though, and he'll be able to break me. I'm trying to think, is there a way for me to come back from this? Kartana's just going to be able to chip nonstop. Combat Pack comes in. Choice Banded. So Leaf Blade is pretty free here. My game plan right now is win with Necrozma. That's really all I can do. So we'll Moonblast. If he ends up going back into Suicune for any reason, then I can win with Necrozma because he can't roar me out. So unfortunately, we don't actually KO here with Killua. With Killua, or we don't actually take the hit with Void. We don't. Because we know he's banded. My question here, though, is do I protect? Get more chip. Protect T-Bolt, Toxic, and then try and win with... I think that's not a bad play here. The thing is, like, I think he goes hard into the Landorus. So what I think I'm going to do, actually, because Because the thing is, he just goes for knockoff the next time against my Necrozma. That's the problem. Let's go for Protect into Toxic. So Protect, we get some chip, which is nice. Combat Pat is buffeted by the hail. And now we go for the Thunderbolt. Leaf Blade, unless it's Adamant, we'll take it. We do, very nice. We Thunderbolt here. That's some good old damage there. Please tell me there's one more turn left of hail after this. Unless this is done. If it's done, that really sucks and it's game over. Please have one more turn left of hail. Please have one more turn left of hail. One more turn left of hail. One more turn left of hail. Damn it. That sucks. I Protect here. Because it's not like grassy terrain where you'll gain health back. Hell stopped. Yeah, that's a GG. So we're going to take a loss here. It's a 4-0 loss. Kartana's just... Honestly, Kartana's a bad Pokemon. It is. Period, point blank. I don't care what anyone says. If you think Kartana's good, check yourself. Okay? But there are some matches where Kartana just can do really well because it can snowball. Do I think I played optimally? No. If I maybe did the core change thing with the what is that thing called? Suicune the first turn instead of the second turn, I possibly could have done something. But it's a turn too late. It doesn't matter. I'm already happy with like the way we've had our season. Like again, like I said before in the team builder, it's a B team. If we lose this game, we lose this game. We'll go for the Autotomize here. As he's gonna go for a +2 banded Leaf Blade. We'll get the KO on us. Goodbye, Void, and that is going to be a 4-0 loss on our end. Not a big deal. In terms of what we could learn from this, honestly, Banded Kartana is really against my team. My team in general has no switches to Kartana, but I'm not even mad about this at all. Like, he was a good player. I didn't reveal anything that was really, like, hiding for playoffs. But yeah, I do make sure I have a bit more answers for Kartana come playoff time. The good news is I definitely do, which is awesome. I just have to make sure that I bring them. That's it. Well, guys, we ended up losing this game. Not the biggest deal in the world. I kind of wish we did win it, though, so we can continue our win streak, but it's not the end of the world. Like I said, I am confident with a, I guess what's the word I'm looking for, a playoff battle against Q, but he is a really good player, so I do have to be worried about that, of course. Make sure to go and check him out if you haven't already. I do want to give a huge thank you to our YouTube channel members. Shout out to Liv, Hayes, Eric as our level 1s, and Zeke, of course, is level 1, and shout out to our level 2s. We have Terrence and Bread Pudding, and our level 3s, Volt and Sully. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions about how the game went, or you have anything you want to mention about the game, of course, comment it down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, bit of a, extra quick thing. Draft League is still incredibly fun for me. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love it. I just want to know if you guys have any additional content you guys are interested in seeing me do. If you guys want me to see me do Let's Plays, or if you guys want me to see me do, I guess, TCG stuff, I'm not super interested in that. But I mean, if you guys are interested, I can definitely make it happen. I do want to sort of branch out a little bit more because we're kind of plateauing a little bit, and I think that growing the community by, well, you know, expanding our content is going to be a really good way to do that. So if we can expand the community, expand our content, we'll become just better and better, and I'm looking forward to increasing my skills and abilities as a content creator, and I hope you guys join me for the ride. So again, thanks so much for watching, hope you enjoyed the battle, and I will catch you all next time.